Alright guys, so I'm running behind. This is another work day. I have to hurry up and finish getting dressed, right over to my in-laws' house. That is where my wife and son are at, and my wife's grandmother is headed back up north. She's been down here for an extended stay, so I need to go see her before she leaves, and then I have to get to work. So this is gonna be a quick one, and it will be another in-car vlog for the day. Like I said, my work days will probably most likely be these type of videos where I talk about a couple thoughts, recaps, and stuff on my head, like I said in yesterday's video. Today's video though, we're gonna talk about the 3 things that I love about vlogging and the 3 things I hate about vlogging. So if you want my personal take on that, then that's what this video is going to be about. So let's get it going, and let's get on the road. Thing number 1 that I love about vlogging is just the sheer documentation of my life, of your life, of a person's life. It's the same reason I like taking photographs. It's the same reason I like taking photographs. Taking pictures, or the reason I think it's important is just documentation of your life. And it's good to go back and see those memories, see those things, except for videos a little bit better because, you know, plot twist, it's in video form, so you can actually experience those moments more as they're happening and less as a single frame of that moment, if that makes sense. So documentation is number 1. So I'm gonna try and get a little more creative on these car rides and maybe do some different camera angles. Reason number 2 that I love vlogging is simply because it really allows me to scratch that creative itch, like I said in yesterday's video. So daily vlogging especially allows me to not only create something daily, but it allows me to just create without having to have a script or a crew like I would on a narrative piece of work. So my bread and butter, or by trade, narrative horror filmmaker. With a vlog, you don't have to have narrative filmmaking, or you don't have to have a script, all the things that you would need to film a narrative. And to me, you know, it allows you to create videos and tell a story without having to write a script and do all that. I mean, granted, you could say just make a documentary, which this is essentially that. It's like documentary filmmaking or an autobiography of your life if you were to write it. So I really enjoy that, and with that, it allows me to really focus and tell my story and discover things about myself through the vlog. So this is a stupid angle, but you know what, we mix it up, so we're just gonna roll with it. So thing number 3 that I love about vlogging is the opportunity it allows to inspire and motivate others. So, you know, I don't live an extraordinary life. I'm very happy and content with my life. I go in, I work a job, I freelance, you know, do filmmaking, photography, creative work. But, you know, I have a wife, I have a son, and, you know, I live in small town America. I don't live in LA, New York, nothing crazy. And I want to be able to inspire and motivate other people to create not just videos or vlogs, but films or scripts, or go out and shoot photos, and just sort of show them through my vlogs and my videos, not just the process of doing it, but how to do it. And like, if a regular Joe, average Joe like myself, you know, living in the middle of nowhere America, right, can do it, then you guys can do it as well. It doesn't matter, you know, what your race is, doesn't matter what your gender is, doesn't matter, you know, where you live in America. Everybody has a voice, and you can upload and vlog and make things the same way that I'm making them. And hopefully through my videos and my everyday vlogs, you can see that, you know what, that regular guy's doing it, I can do it too. You don't have to be a Casey Neistat of the world or somebody like that that's living an extraordinary life. There is plenty of interesting stories to tell as an average Joe. So just remember that. And not only is that the third thing I love about vlogging, that is one of the things I love about vlogging the most. It is really interesting to go on YouTube, search for vlogs, and then search for videos that don't have a lot of views and watch those vlogs and see how everyday people live in like India or in the Midwest or something like that. To me, those are the most interesting because it gives you a real glimpse of somebody's life and not a highlight reel. So yeah, documenting every day, regular life. To me, it's interesting. I hope it's interesting to you. So again, not crazy about this angle, but you know what? We're figuring things out and we're making it work. So I'm about to roll up to my in-laws' house, and I'm gonna go in, I'm going to say my goodbyes, and then we're gonna head off to work, and we're gonna talk about the 3 things I hate about vlogging. And you know, I could probably make a longer list of things that I love and hate, but we're gonna keep it simple and stupid, and we're just gonna do 3 because I know that the attention span on these car vlogs is probably not gonna be very long. So let's do it. We're about to pull in, and then we'll resume the video after I say my goodbyes. All right, we finished that up. We got our goodbyes said, and I wish I would have got to spend some more time over there. Hindsight, I would have put in vacation for today and spent more time just hanging out. But maybe tomorrow I'll throw some vacation in, and my wife's grandmother will already be gone, but my wife is doing some house sitting, so it might be easier if I just have vacation for tomorrow. So we'll see if I can make that happen at work tonight. Also, now that my wife's grandmother's moving back up to Ohio, Cleveland, we may be taking a trip up there very soon. So if not in the 100 series, probably definitely by the end of the year. And if you guys have never been to Cleveland, Ohio, it's okay. It's kind of a cool city, a lot of stuff to do there. If you're from Cleveland, you may have a different opinion, but from an outsider perspective, it's pretty cool. Even though I would never tell my wife that. I give her hell about it all the time. Yeah, so like I said, I stayed over there a little bit too long. So now I've really got to book it to work because I am running behind, because these days, the work days are extremely pressed for time. So any little thing I do has to be a calculated move. Hence again why I shoot in the car on work days. So let's go ahead and let's talk about the 3 things I hate about vlogging. And number one is perception of vloggers. So what I mean by that is a lot of times when people think of YouTubers or vloggers, they think of people that are filming themselves to make a scene or to act out, right? So like a lot of people think YouTube is synonymous with Mr. Beast types right now, but vloggers, a lot of people think are synonymous with like family vloggers or people like Logan Paul, right? Who are just out here to make a scene and act wild and, you know, sort of not only make fun of himself, but make fun of everybody else around him. And so it makes people really uncomfortable when you show up in a public place and you're filming yourself, because people are going to be like, what the hell is this guy about to do? And it makes everybody sort of look at your camera and like be like, okay, well, was I in that frame? Is he, you know, talking bad about me and putting me on the internet? And so that's the biggest problem with the perception of vloggers. I also don't like how people don't understand it. So people think, oh, well, you're filming yourself, you're attention starved, or you're vain, or something like that. And it's not at all that. I'm a pretty introverted person. I don't know if I come across that way in my videos or not, but I'm pretty introverted. I don't really need to be the center of attention. I listen a lot more than I speak, and I've always been that way. And I hate if people think that I'm making these videos because I'm trying to get attention, or you know, I'm vain in any sort of way. It's actually quite the opposite. Now I will say I am trying to bring attention on some of my ideas and some of my projects and that sort of thing, but not necessarily on, hey, look at me, you know, I'm so fantastic and I'm so pretty, or whatever, you know, people think about vloggers. So yeah, perception is one of the things I hate most. Thing number 2 is, believe it or not, like I said, vlogging takes a lot of work. Now, you can just turn the camera on and document, and you can not edit and do all that stuff. That's fantastic. But in order to tell a cohesive story or something like that, you need to do a little bit of editing. You need to sort of dedicate at least a portion of your day to vlogging. Now, I love it in a way because I'm dedicating a portion of my day to creativity, but the thing I hate about it is I'm also pulling myself away from other things, like you know, maybe potentially doing some things around the house I need to get done, or I don't know, spending some extra family time. So you just have to do a lot of time management instead of sort of going with the flow. And I'm a very spontaneous person, so really having a rigid time management schedule is sort of one of the things that is a stressor of mine. It may be something that I end up loving, but right now it's a stressor. Thing number 3 I hate about vlogging is vlogging, it's not really that popular. It used to be, it had its heyday, and then we moved into a different era of YouTube, and it's a whole lot of work for very little reward. And what I mean by reward is, I don't think that this 100 series is going to blow my channel up. It would be nice if it did, but I don't think it has that impact like it did once, right? So you had all your daily vloggers when your boy Casey Neistat was coming on the scene, and people were so just enthralled by daily vlogging and by looking into other people's lives that it didn't matter the quality of the vlog. It didn't matter much about it. You know, people showed up in the thousands and hundreds of thousands, and you know, they were dedicated fans just because they were vlogs. Nowadays it's not like that. It's a whole lot of work. It's a whole lot of pulling yourself away. It's a whole lot of judgment from other people for little reward. Now, the reward could be, hey, I just uploaded a video every single day. That's what my reward is right now, is the creative hurdle. But some people's reward is, hey, I didn't get X amount of subs, I didn't get X amount of views, so, you know, little to no reward. So that's one thing. You're putting in a whole lot of work, and I mean, that's really for any small YouTuber, but vloggers especially, because I know how to get views on YouTube. Just make a gear review of a popular piece of camera gear, but that shit's so boring to me. I don't want to be a channel that does that. So gear reviews are cool here and there, but it's only if it's gear that I like. I'm not, you know, taking cameras from everybody or buying a new camera every other week just to review it to get views on YouTube. Or, you know, I know how to be completely outrageous in my vlogs. Let's go in and make an ass out of myself in a public space, and it'll get views. But it's not who I am. It's not authentic to me, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm not comfortable doing those different things. So yeah, so like I said, third thing is just essentially you know, little to no reward, depending on how you look at it. So it's a lot of hard work, and sometimes that hard work, especially with daily vlogging, isn't always going to directly correlate into benefit. And that's fine, because daily vlogging is more something for myself, and hopefully other people really like it. Other people really like my videos, and hopefully it does blow the channel up. But this 100 series is more for me and anybody that wants to take this journey with me. So that's really it, guys, for today's video. Like I said, I could ramble the last 30 minutes of my trek to work, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it here, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching the vlogs daily and checking out the blog posts. It really means a lot to me, and we have over 90 more to go, so super stoked. And this week is gonna be rad and full of vlogs and full of good times. So, as always guys, stay rad, just go shoot, and I'll see you tomorrow. I gotta see if I can beat this red light. Or this yellow light, should I say. I don't wanna hit the red light. I made it. I made it. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So we actually made it to work on time. It is 5:17. I needed to be in the parking lot at work no later than 5:20, and we are pulling in right now. So we had 3 minutes to spare. I guess I could have hung out for 3 minutes longer, or maybe 2 minutes longer. Probably couldn't have afforded to hit that that red light that we pushed it through, but I'll see you guys in probably 12 hours when this shift is over with.